Hello, welcome to another Dynamic Do-It-Yourself video. And today I am going to answer a few questions that I've been getting over the past few years. These are questions I've gotten in real time, and these are also questions I've gotten online. And let's start off 2020 with a little bit of clarity. Anyway, one of the questions I get, why do it yourself, DIY? And to be truthful, when I was expecting my first, I was very much, the parent who, this is the first, my child was special, and I would go to the store and I would buy baby food, and I would look at the ingredients, and the ingredients seemed pretty simple, but it was very costly. So I just decided to make my own baby food. So I would puree carrots and whatnot, start making my own cereals, start making my own teething biscuits, everything. So it started with, basic baby things, okay? Then later on, as my children got older, and one of them had was very sensitive to a lot of things that you would find in your conventional laundry detergent. So I thought to myself, there has to be a better way, especially when you go to the store and you buy, these trusted brands, and you look at the ingredients, and if you can't figure out what half the things are, you start thinking, what am I doing? What am I putting on my baby's skin? So basically, my do-it-yourself journey started with me wanting to provide the best for my children. Not everybody is for that, and not everybody has the time for that. And by the time my second child came along, I was a stay-at-home mom. So I didn't have to worry about work in the conventional sense. So if I didn't have to worry about working outside of the house, I was more focused on my children. And, between being a full-time mother and wife, I found time to start doing things. So it started off with laundry detergent. Started off with baby foods and things of that nature. Then it went into laundry detergent. Then I started looking around and started saying, for the floors, you start spending money. I started thinking, how can I save money? And that's how my journey started. So the video that you see, or I have a couple of videos that are online that deals with laundry detergent. When I first started making laundry detergent, I made a liquid version of it because I was used to liquid. But as the boys got older, and I started really looking at things, and powder seemed to be more efficient for me. And I think I might just do a little old school and make a video that shows the liquid version of what I used to do. But anyway, all right, so that was one, why do DIY? Next one, why did you start? I think I answered that. I started it because I wanted a cleaner, I wanted a more chemical-free as I can get household. And when we got the dog, I started looking at how can I take care of him without using, a lot of foreign or unknown different ingredients in his, the things that's going to be against his skin. Now, dog food, I buy a really nice dog food for him. I'm not making his dog food. I have made his treats, but I haven't made his dog food. So anyway, so why did you start? Too much work. Yes and no. Yes and no. There's a video I have on this channel where I talked about, making laundry detergent. Right now, our laundry detergent is pretty much at DEFCON 5 or something of that nature. I need to make some right away. And it does take time. It really does take time, and you have to carve out the time. A lot of time does it take? No, it doesn't take a lot of time at all. That's the thing. Time meaning when to fit it in. Now, when I was in the workplace, and I could see taking time in a week to, make the detergent, which for me, to make detergent takes about a half hour. And when I'm saying half hour, that's gathering everything that I need, cutting up the soap, putting it in the microwave, grinding it, all that, there's some prep work, gathering the materials and all that, so I say roughly a half hour, give or take, depending on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. But, I could see how it could be daunting when you're in the workplace. And, coming home and saying, I'm going to make my own detergent. And, if you have a family, it does take some time, but it also takes commitment. And if you are committed to living a certain kind of lifestyle, then you can find it within yourself to say, okay, I think I can do this. On a Saturday, you get up in the morning, say, after breakfast or whatever, I'm going to do such and such, carve out an hour or so. Because if you think about it, a lot of us, we're on social media, and you could get on Instagram or, yes, I'll say the F word, Facebook. You could get on these platforms and you can just kill time just scrolling through and seeing, okay, what did Puff Daddy?
What the heck is this? How am I? Oh my gosh! Oh no! What the heck? Oh my gosh! No! I quit this game! I quit! Help! I quit! Help! I quit! Oh my gosh!
That we can get online. We could look at our friends. Okay, let's see what Maria's doing, and you scrolling through, checking out all the pictures. You look up, you realize, hey, I was supposed to go to bed at 10 o'clock and here it is almost midnight. You've blown 12 hours. So if you look at your time and manage it correctly, or better, shouldn't say correctly, but better, you can find the time to do it. Some people say they don't have time for the gym, but if you schedule it into your schedule, hey, look, I could stop doing this and I could start doing this, and you have your time. Okay, so yes, too much work. Yes or no, depending on what you do with your time, how you work with your time. Next, worth it? Yes, it is worth it. It is so worth it. Before I was doing a lot of DIY things, you go to the store, you're looking for the sale. I was never committed to any type of laundry detergent, and I'm going to use that as an example right now. I wasn't committed to any type of laundry detergent. I personally was looking for the one that had the best deal. Okay, then if it wasn't on sale, what I liked, if it wasn't on sale, I would move to something else, and it was something different. And then when I had the babies, you start doing the fragrance free, they have the marketing, organic, fragrance free, no chemicals, blah, 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 all to get into your pocket, all to get more money. And I started gravitating toward that and realized that those things really weren't going on sale as often, because they know they got you. You care about your baby, and so they're going to bump that price up there, hold it there for a while, and then, I love my baby, so I will spend this money for it. And there's nothing wrong with that instinct. I was there. But I also realized that instead of spending all that money on detergent that will, first of all, they always tell you to use a lot more than you possibly, that you probably need. Hence the fact that, a lot of people get rashes because they're putting too much soap into their wash. And so when you're rinsing it out, you're not getting all the soap out. It's affecting your skin, so on and so forth. So I just said, hey, I can buy a single bar of soap. Started off with Ivory soap, because Ivory is marketed as pretty much really good and very safe. And started looking around on the internet and started looking to see, how can I formulate my own detergent? So I mixed and matched different things, and after a while I started seeing that it's cheaper. It's cheaper to buy the individual ingredients, make what you need, and be done with it, instead of chasing sales or being caught into the marketing rat race of trying to save a buck. I'm already saving a buck. It works for me. Then I just figure out the time to do it, and I'm good. What does my family think? When I started this, my husband thought this is a lot of work. I said, not a lot of work, because I bake my own cakes. I bake cakes for my children's birthdays. I cook every night, or try to cook every night. And, so I am more or less a homebody. I'm a hobbyist. I love to knit. I love to crochet. There are a lot of things that I like to do at home for myself, and I find it to be very calming and meditative. So for me, yeah, I might balk at the fact that, it's time for me to make laundry detergent again. But as I'm going through the process, I personally find it like I feel an accomplishment. I'm getting this done, and I'm doing it for my family, and I'm helping us save money, and it goes on from there. So he was worried that I was going to burn myself out on it. But, I've been doing this for, that was another question. How long have I been doing this? I have been on this do-it-yourself path for, believe it or not, 15 years. 16. Coming up on 16 years. So it's not new. It's my lifestyle. And right now my family thinks it's great. What they find funny and ironic goes into the next question here. Deciding what to do DIY. Now, I can make my own soap. I can make my own face wash. I can make my own. There's all kind of things I could do myself, and I have done it. And some of these things you'll see on the channel, right? Bath bombs, and a lot of things that have to do with bath and beauty, I have done, and I've enjoyed it. But sometimes a lady likes to just be pampered all the way through, meaning from the beginning to the end. And so with those words in mind, I will not hesitate to go into a store and buy a store brand body gel or body wash, or bath bubbles, or bath salts. And that's the way it is. Sometimes there are scents out there that I don't have. I have lots of essential oils, and I know I can concoct all kinds of scents if I want. If I want a jasmine vanilla combination, I could do that, no problem. But sometimes I have a good friend, and she and I, we will go to different fairs, craft fairs, and we both make jewelry, and we'll walk through and we'll look at all these amazing things, and we're like, I can make that. I have what I need to make that. I mean, it's very it's very empowering to walk around and say, I can make it. But just because you can make it doesn't mean you have to make it all the time. So you got to pick and choose. Which ones are you going to spend the work on? Like you asked, like the previous question about time. Is it too much work in the time? If you're willing to spend the time and you're willing to do the work, it's worth it. But you don't have to always do it. Will I go to the store and buy laundry detergent? If I find myself in a position where I can't do it because of whatever reason, if there's time, if there's something that's happening with the family that I can't just, my energy needs to be somewhere else, I will go to the store and buy some laundry detergent. I'm kind of choking on that because it's been a long time since I've done something like that. But I have to say, sometimes life happens. As for the bath and body things, during the holidays, I ran out and bought all kinds. I said, they have all these wonderful scents. Why not? for me. But as far as you do it in myself, I have a bag of Epsom salt. I have my essential oils, and sometimes I could just dump it in, take my bath, be done, and won't feel a pain. So anyway, so it's up to you. Whatever you decide to do, DIY. If you are a young mother or a young father, you have children at home, and you're looking for a cleaner, better way of bringing those children in this world where there's nothing but pesticides and just all kind of crazy foolishness that's going on in their detergent, their bath wash, baby wash, their food, whatever. If you want to keep a clean lifestyle for your babies, I think it's it's worth it. So if you have a dog and you want to provide the best for your dog and you want to stay away from a lot of chemicals, I suggest, be committed. Do the DIY dog wash, little wipes for their ears and all kind of things for their little paws. Find what you need or what you want to do, what you feel like you could commit the time to, and do it. You don't have to DIY everything. Now that would be a lot. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you have any other questions you want to ask me, put them in the comments below, or contact me, send an email or whatnot, and I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. So that's it for now. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. With 2020, I hope that we all can see things clearly. Sorry about that. It was a lame joke, but it's true. There's some truth in there. Look around. You'll see things a lot more clear than you probably did in the past. And may that carry you forward with good peace and blessings. So until next time.